There's two sides to every story. And if you want to learn how to be on the side that's good for you, stick around. Hi, welcome. I'm Amy Valentine, certified life coach, hoping to awaken within you a mindset that you can be, do, and have anything you desire. So today, let's talk about the stories we tell ourselves, and why, so we can get more of what we want out of life. So, that saying there's two sides to every story, right? Well, there really is. It's kind of like everything. Abraham Hicks says everything is two subjects, wanted and unwanted. And what do they mean by that? Well, they mean everything is a matter of perspective, that every creation has a good side and a bad side, a wanted side and an unwanted side, right? So you're flipping that coin in the air, right? And heads or tails, it's the same coin from two different vantage points. So this is a really powerful metaphor if you let that sink in, that it's how I'm looking at my circumstances that matters. It's how I am looking at it in the now moment. Either I'm looking at the past in the now moment, I'm looking at the current in the now moment, or I'm thinking about the future in the now moment. So we can either this is what free will means. This is what we're here to awaken to. That free will means choice. It's not about getting rid of our negative thoughts or, shutting down the ego. It's about understanding how creation happens. That we are the creator of every circumstance and event in our life, because we are the only perceiver, we're the only thinker of our reality. So how do we learn to look at what is unwanted and flip it over to the wanted side? Well, this is really key. Oftentimes, I get in conversations either with clients or I just had a mastermind with some fellow coach friends that we meet about once a month just to help each other out in life. Often what comes up is, how do I make this better? How do I make them listen to me? Or how do I see my circumstances differently? Well, it begins with choice. Becoming aware that we have free will choice to decide how we want to look at things, how we want to think about things, because every thought is creative. And it's really not about good and bad. It's about wanted and unwanted, preferred and not preferred. And if we can train ourselves out of the habit of judging things as good or bad, judging ourselves as good or bad, that is the key that unlocks the door to the inner quagmire, that inner prison of the mind chatter, the ego. The ego, just keep in mind, the ego is a creation of fear. Okay, meaning the ego, its whole role is to separate you from what you love. Why? Because the ego has a limited view. It's thinking from fear, so it can't think like God thinks. It's unlike God. What is God? Meaning love. So we don't fight the ego. We learn to let it have its say. It's kind of like I told my friend today, she's like, well, what do I do with this negative, unworthy feeling I have, going on in my mind? I said, well, look at it like a cigarette. If you pick up that negative thought, that unworthy thought, and you pick it up and put it in your mouth and take it in, then it's going to make you cough. It's going to be bad for you, right? This is a metaphor. But if you just leave that cigarette alone, it can't hurt you. And that's how all things are. It's all about perspective, and that your thoughts have creative power, and you have choice over what you're going to put your attention and focus on. So look at it like this way. If I'm the creator of my reality, that means nothing is good or bad. Everything is my creation. So everything can lead me to more and more and more of what I desire, as long as I keep bringing my focus back to that I'm the creator, coming from love, instead of I'm the creation, right? Meaning when you put your creations, the people in your life, the circumstances of your life, above the creator, then you're always chasing the creations, and you're never getting to the true source. The true cause of everything is that inner belief, that inner thought that I'm either a creator or I'm a victim of my reality. And being a victim is a creation of fear. So it's an illusion, meaning it's real, but illusionary means it's not the whole story. So if you want to be a powerful creator, well, you already are a powerful creator, but if you want to become aware and do it consciously, then learn to think higher than your current circumstances. So instead of trying to change and shift the people and the circumstances of your life, leave the circumstances be there and think greater than them. How? Learn to think like the ultimate creator, which is divine love. Think like love. So that means even if you have a doubt or a fear, what would love do? Love wouldn't criticize. Love doesn't chastise you for having a negative thought. Love would just say, let it be information and choose again. So if you got any inspiration or any good info, please like that button or hit that like button, because that's how these videos get seen out there in the YouTube world. And please subscribe to the channel. It's growing. And thank you to all the new subscribers in the last week. I really appreciate you, and so happy and thankful that you are here. And have a great day.